Assalamu alaikum, my name is Walid Niazi and welcome to the live quiz night. Jazakallah for all of you guys that have joined us today on time. We are going to be waiting a few minutes to allow as many Atfal to join in as possible. You remember you can also join either through the website on www.slido.com or you can download the Slido Android or iOS app from the app stores.
This will not affect your results overall, so please be as honest as you want. The question is this: we are planning on hosting a Ramzan special quiz night on the final Thursday of the of Ramzan. So if you would like for us to do that and hold a special quiz night with maybe more than 20 questions, we'll put it to 30 questions. If you want us to hold that quiz, please choose yes. And if you'd rather not and we stay normal like we are currently, just press no so that we just know how many people want us to have a special Ramzan quiz night. So each week, for back to the normal quiz, each week the questions will change, but the structure will remain the same. We will have 3 sections: general knowledge, Islamic knowledge, and a surprise round.
Each section will have 7 questions. You only have 20 seconds to answer each question. Points will be awarded based on speed as well as choosing the right answer, so make sure that you pick the correct answer as soon as possible.
To make sure that you don't miss out, check out if your live stream is in real time. To check for this, hover over the bar and see if you can see a time at the right hand side. If it's showing you a time like minus 01.23, this means that your live stream is slightly behind. So just pull the progress bar right to the end and the time should change and say live.
We'll wait around 8 more minutes, so if you're trying to join, please do so as quickly as possible. Whilst we wait, I'd like to update you guys on some of the events that are taking place. So on Mondays we have the live Atfal workout at 6 p.m. On Tuesdays we have the Let's Talk Tarbiyat session on Zoom at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. On Wednesdays we have the National Online Talim class from 6 to 7 p.m. on Zoom, and then we have the live Atfal show presented by Atfal on this channel at 7:30 p.m. On Thursday we have our weekly Kahoot style quiz night at 4:30 p.m. and a live workout session from 6 to 7 p.m. On Fridays we have the Let's Talk Tarbiyat session on the Zoom app from 4 to 5 p.m. On Saturdays we have National Talim classes from 11 to 12 p.m. and then live Atfal workout at 2:30 p.m.
We are also running 2 challenges as part of our overall 3 peaks challenge.
The first one is the Friday Sermon Challenge. It's quite simple. Listen to the Friday Sermon delivered by Huzur Ayyutabis Aziz. Make handwritten notes and send them to your regional Nazim. The notes should consist a minimum number of 200 words. Every week you have 6 days to complete the notes. So have them sent to your regional Nazim every Thursday.
Secondly, we are also running the Spring Reading Challenge. So you can join your Atfal brothers from across the country for this even more interesting challenge. You will learn about the daily life about our beloved Hazur and increase your knowledge. In this challenge, you will read some of the amazing things relating to Hazur's tours that Abid Khan Sahib has mentioned in his personal diaries. To join or register, please head over to www.atfal.org.uk.
Tonight we'll be running a social media. We won't. Visit atfal.org.uk for latest news. New content is uploaded daily. Regional classes are happening on Zoom, and ask your local guide or Nazim Atfal for any more information. We'll wait around 6 more minutes for Atfal to join.
So if you have just joined us now, you will see that we have a quick poll running. So we are planning on holding a Ramzan special quiz. If you would like to take part, please vote yes. If you'd rather that we just stick to the normal Kahoot style quiz nights, you can select no, and that way we will find out how many people want it, and then we can decide to carry on. Belita, can you run through the events that are happening every week one more time?
On Mondays, we have the live Atfal workout at 6 pm. On Tuesdays, we have the Let's Talk Debate session on Zoom from 4 to 5 pm. On Wednesdays, we have National Online Talim classes from 6 to 7 pm on Zoom. And then we have the live Atfal show presented by Atfal on this channel at 7:30 pm. On Thursday, we have a weekly quiz night at 4:30 pm and the live workout session from 6 to 7 pm. On Fridays, we have the Let's Talk the Read session on Zoom from 4 to 5 pm. And on Saturdays, we have National Talim classes from 11 to 12 pm and then the live Atfal workout at 2:30 pm.
For those of you that have not played one of these quizzes before, and if this is your first session, you need to head over to www.slido.com, or you can download the Slido Android or iOS app from the App Store and enter the game pin 1889. We will have 3 sections to this quiz: the general knowledge section, Islamic knowledge, and the surprise round. Each section will have 7 questions. You will only have 20 seconds to answer each question. Sorry, apologies, it's 30 seconds now because we had a bit of a delay last time. Points will be awarded based on speed as well as choosing the right answer. So make sure you're picking the correct answer as soon as possible. To make sure that you don't miss out, check out if your live stream is in real time. To check for this, hover over the bar at the bottom and see if you can see a time. If it's showing you a time like -01.23, this means that your live stream is slightly behind. Pull the progress bar right to the end and the time should change to say live, and that way you won't miss any of the details. We're going to wait around 3 minutes just before we get started. If you have just joined us now, please head over to www.slido.com, or you can download the Slido Android or iOS app from the App Store to join in the live quiz. Enter the game pin 1889 and you can get started. We will be waiting around 2 more minutes just to give as many Atfal the chance to join as possible. If you are just joining the live stream now, please head over to slido.com as soon as you can and enter the game code 1889.
We are also running 2 challenges as part of the 3 Peaks challenge. The first one is the Friday Sermon Challenge. It's quite simple. Listen to the Friday sermon delivered by Azur, make handwritten notes and send them to your regional Nazim. The notes should consist a minimum number of 200 words. Every week you have 6 days to complete the notes, so have them sent to your regional Nazim every Thursday. Secondly, we are also running the Spring Reading Challenge. Join your Atfal brothers from across the UK for this even more interesting challenge. You will learn about the daily life of our beloved Huzur and increase your knowledge. In this challenge, you will read some of the amazing incidents relating to Huzur's tours that Abid Khan Sahib has mentioned in his personal diaries. To join or register, please visit atfal.org.uk and follow the instructions there.
As you guys can see on the screen, we have updated our leaderboard. So last week we had 4 people enter the leaderboard. Zishan Sajid in first place, Adib Ahmed in second place, Fuad Hafiz in third place, and Labid Hafiz in fourth place. Adib Ahmed, you're actually in second place and fifth place. So there's 2 records for him to beat. Let's see if he can get to first place today. We will be updating these timetables after the quiz, so you can see where you are on the overall scoreboard. So let's see if anyone can get on it from today. The oldest record from on there is from roughly 3 weeks ago now. Adib Ahmed, your 5th place. But let's see if anyone can beat that today and get onto the leaderboard. We're going to be waiting 1 final minute. So please, if you are just joining us now, head to www.slido as soon as you can so we can get started with the quiz. Enter the game pin 1889. You can download the Slido Android or iOS app from their respective app stores. Okay, guys, we will now be starting. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to be starting with our quiz. So, question 1.
How many months were there in the original Roman calendar? Is it A9, B10, C11, or D12?
So we all know that Romans worshipped their gods, so they decided to invent a calendar to keep track of the important festivals and events throughout the year. By the first century, they followed a cycle of the moon with only 355 days. But as time passed, this meant that some festivals were often celebrated in the wrong season. To stop this confusion, in 46 BC, Julius Caesar issued an improved calendar of 365 days and 1/4 days, so that is now a leap day.
The correct answer is 10. There were 10 months in the original Roman calendar.
Question 2. Which state is Washington, D.C. located?
Is it A, Washington, B, Tennessee, C, West Virginia, or D, none of the above? Hundreds of millions of years ago, an ocean covered Washington, D.C. Fossils of ancient trilobites can still be found in the area. Residents of Washington, D.C. could not vote in presidential elections until the 23rd Amendment was ratified in 1961. The correct answer is none of the above. Washington, D.C. is not in Washington, Tennessee, or West Virginia. What is the more usual name for Roentgen rays? A magnetic resonance, B, gamma rays, C, X-rays, or D, ultraviolet rays?
So this name that Valid's I've just read out is the name of the person who found them. In honor of his accomplishments, in 2004, the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry named element 111 Röntgenium, a radioactive element with multiple unstable isotopes, after him. Guys, please do make sure you pick the answer as soon as possible, as you only have 30 seconds. And if time runs out, you won't get the points.
The correct answer is X-rays. X-rays is the usual name for Röntgen rays. Next question. How many players are there in an ice hockey team? Is it A6, B8, C10, or D11? In 1930 World Ice Hockey Championship, the Canadian team was considered so dominant that it did not participate in the knockout tournament. Canada was right away put into the final game, and the tournament was played to determine an opponent. And in the end, Canada still won. The correct answer is 6. There are 6 players in an ice hockey team. Next question. World's first hydrogen-powered train was launched in which country? Is it A, China, B, Japan, C, France, or D, Germany?
Guys, can you please make sure I can still see some of you aren't able to answer a question quick enough. Please try to answer the question as soon as you can. If you don't know, just guess, because you do have very limited time. And if you don't get pick an answer, you can't get it right.
The correct answer is in fact Germany. Germany is the first country which has hydrogen-powered trains launched. Next question.
What is the most spoken language around the world?
Is it A, English, B, Arabic, C, Mandarin, or D, Hindi? It is estimated that up to 7,000 different languages are spoken around the world. 90% of these languages are used by less than 100,000 people. Globalization and cultural homogenization mean that many of the world's languages are in danger of vanishing. UNESCO has identified 2,500 languages which it claims are at risk of extinction. The correct answer is Mandarin. Mandarin is the most spoken language in the world. Next question. Which instrument is used for measuring wind speed? Is it A, wind meter, B, speedometer, C, anemometer, or D, ammeter?
These were invented almost 600 years ago, back in 1450. If you have just joined us now, please head over to slido.com and enter the game pin 1880 to join us in the live quiz.
The correct answer is an anemometer, which is the instrument used measuring wind speed. That's the end of our general knowledge round, and we will now move on to our Islamic knowledge round.
So again, this round will have 7 questions. Question 8. Oh.
How many times did Khalifa Masih II, Hazrat Mirza Bashiruddin Mahmud Ahmad Rizda Anhu visit Europe? Is it A1, B2, C3, or D4?
We did actually mention this in one of the facts 2 or 3 weeks ago. So if you were listening, you should remember.
The correct answer is 2. Khalifa Masih II visited Europe 2 times. Next question. What is the name of the town founded by Khalifa Masih II in 1948? Is it A, Islamabad, B, Qadian, C, Hadiqatul Mehdi, or D, Rabwa?
This small town, almost city, has a population of roughly 70,000 people, of which 97% belong to the Ahmadiyya community. The rest of the 3% include Christian and Sunni Muslims.
The correct answer is, in fact, Rabwa. Rabwa was the town founded by Khalifatul Masih II in 1948. Next question.
Question 10. When did Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, immigrate to Medina?
Medina is the home to the 3 oldest mosques in which the Quba Mosque, Al-Masjid Nabawi, and Masjid Al-Qiblan. Earlier the advent of Islam, the city was known as Yathrib and was changed to Medina in honor of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, his prophethood and death there. The correct answer is 622 AD. Next question. Question 11. What was the name of the magazine Khalifa Masih III, Hazrat Mirza Nasir Ahmad, edited while he was studying in the United Kingdom? Is it A, Al-Fazl, B, Al-Hakam, C, Al-Islam, or D, Al-Arim?
During his stay at Oxford University, he earned the Masters of Arts degree. In his free time, he busied himself spreading the word, and he also started the publication of this magazine. In November 1938, he returned to India after completing his education with flying colours. The correct answer was Al-Islam. Next question.
Prophet Musa, peace be upon him, was sent to the people of who? A, Israel, B, Ad, C. Medina, or D. Samud?
Seven seconds left. Please try to answer the question as soon as possible. If you don't know, just guess.
The correct answer is Israel. Prophet Musa, peace be upon him, was sent to the people of Israel. Next question. When did the Islamic calendar begin? Is it A, from the birth of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, B, from the start of the migration to Medina, C, from the start of the revelation of the Holy Quran, or D, from the end of the revelation of the Holy Quran?
The Islamic calendar is used to determine Islamic holidays. It is a lunar calendar. It has 12 months and about 354 days. This means that each year the calendar is about 10 to 11 days shorter than a solar calendar. Islamic years are often called Hijra years because the first year of the calendar was when the Hijra occurred. So if you know what that means, that should give you a good hint to what the answer was.
The correct answer is from the start of the migration to Medina is when the Islamic calendar began. Next question.
Question 14. If you were listening at the beginning, you should know this answer. Which days do the Atfal live workouts take place every week?
Is it A, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, B, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, C, Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, or D, Monday, Thursday, Saturday? And now if you do have an Eagle's vision, you will also see that the answer is actually displayed on screen.
That is time up.
The correct answer is in fact Monday, Thursday, Saturday, and of course, as today is Thursday, we also have the live workout session being taken place from 6 to 7 p.m. done by Umar Bhatisab. So that gives us the end of our Islamic knowledge round. We now move on to our surprise round.
The surprise round this week is all about the solar system. So we have 7 questions all around the solar system and space.
The sun is a massive what? A, moon, B, star, C, planet, or D, galaxy?
The sun is all the colors mixed together. This appears white to our eyes. The sun is composed of 70% hydrogen and 28% helium. 1 million Earths could fit inside the sun, and the sun contains 99.86% of the mass in the solar system. And the sun is also a almost perfect sphere.
The correct answer is star. The sun is a massive star. We now move on to the next question. What is meant by 1 light year? A, the distance light travels in 1 year. B, distance that light travels in 1 day. C, the time it takes for light to travel 10 meters. Or D, the speed of light times 1.345524. The correct answer is the distance light travels in 1 year. Next question. Which is the closest planet to the Sun? A, Mercury, B, Venus, C, Mars, or D, Jupiter?
This planet does not have any moons or rings. It has a diameter of 4,870 kilometers, making it the smallest planet. A year on this planet takes 88 Earth days, and a day on the surface of this planet lasts 176 Earth days. And your weight here would be 38% of your weight on Earth.
The correct answer is Mercury. How many minutes does the sunlight take to come to Earth? Is it A, 10, B, 8, C, 6, or D, 4? If the sun were to suddenly disappear, we won't actually notice any changes for the same number of minutes as it takes for the light from the sun to reach Earth.
Guys, we are about to enter our final 3 questions.
The correct answer is 8. It takes 8 minutes for sunlight to reach Earth. Next question. Who was the first person to walk on the surface of the moon? Is it A. Mike Collins, B. Yuri Gagarin, C. Chris Cassidy, or D. Neil Armstrong?
Even though NASA was smart enough to put a man on the moon, they still managed to lose 11 whole tapes from the moon landing. So the footage that we do not have we don't actually have the footage of the first person to step on the moon actually recorded. They had to record a monitor showing that original tape.
The correct answer is Neil Armstrong. He was the first person to walk on the surface of the moon. Next question.
Question 20. Which planet is the smallest in our solar system?
Is it A. Venus, B. Earth, C. Pluto, or D. Mercury? Even though this planet is the closest planet to the Sun, its surface can still be extremely cold. The temperature during the day can reach 450 degrees Celsius, but at night, temperatures can get as low as minus 170 degrees. That fluctuation equals a temperature swing of more than 1,100 Fahrenheit or 600 degrees Celsius, the largest of any planet in the solar system. The correct answer is Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in our solar system. This is because Pluto was considered to not be a planet. It was classed as a dwarf planet. We now move on to the final question. When was the first person sent to space? Is it A. 1951, B. 1961, C. 1971, or D. 1981?
Guys, once we do finish the quiz and we show the results, please stick around because we will be allowing for you guys to give us feedback about the quiz. So as soon as this quiz finishes, you can give us feedback about what you think about the quiz sessions that we are running. If you want to suggest the surprise round for next week, please enter your whatever topic you want us to have the surprise round over for next week, and then we will choose it in the coming week. If you have any feedback about how we run this or any improvements you could make, please also do let us know. So stick around to give us your feedback. The answer to that question was
1961 was the answer to that question. So this week's leaderboard is first place Taki Ahmed, second place Labid Hafiz, third place Zishan Sajid, fourth place Faraz Ahmed, and fifth place is Fawaz. Jazakallah for joining us live. We'll be back here every Thursday at 4:30 p.m. We hope you enjoyed the game. If you have any suggestions and to keep up to date with all the activities that the Atfal department is running, please go to the website www.atfal.org.uk.
Please get ready in your workout clothes and meet us back here after namaz at 6 o'clock for an amazing workout session run by Umar Padisa from the Sehat Ismani department. We will be updating the leaderboard tonight. If you have any suggestions, please stay behind and give us your suggestions, which are now live, so you can give us any feedback you want, or if you want to suggest a topic for a surprise topic for next week. Jazakallah, have a good evening, keep safe, assalamu alaikum.